So now in this lesson, we will learn how we can use NVIDIA's Audio2Face to create a facial lip sync animation. Now, first thing first is that the NVIDIA Audio2Face only works if you are using an RTX GPU. I'm using RTX 3090, so I can use that. If you have RTX 280, RTX 3060 or 4090, so you can use that. On any other GPU like GTX or other models, the NVIDIA Audio2Face doesn't work. So you should have an RTX GPU. So first thing, what you need to make sure is that you have to go to the settings here, go to the plugins, and you have to make sure you have Omniverse plugin activated. Mine is already active, so I can use this one. Let me close this. Other thing that you have to make sure is that you should have the Omniverse connector. So you can see I have this Omniverse icon here. That means I have a connector. How to install a connector? First of all, you have to download Omniverse from the NVIDIA website. Once it is downloaded, you can launch it. Once this is launched, and after you are logged in, you can go to the exchange option. You can go to the connectors, and in the connectors, you will see next to the connectors, you will see this arrow. Just click on this arrow and search for the Unreal Engine that you're looking for. So now we have Unreal Engine 5.1 also, and we have Unreal Engine 5.2. So I have also Unreal Engine 5.2 installed, but I'm working on 5.1. So if you want this to be installed, any one of the one that you are using, you can just click on it and then just press install button and it will install. However, I have already installed it, so I don't want to install it again. So what I will do here is that I will go back to my exchange option here, and then in the apps down, you will see Omniverse Audio2Face. I will click on it. If it is not installed, it will show you install button. You can install from there. Once you install it, it will show you the launch. Okay, but you have to make sure first you install the Unreal Engine connector. Whatever version you're using, you can choose that and you can download from here. So now I will press launch button here just to launch the Audio2Face. So now my Audio2Face is turned on. I will maximize this. Okay. You can also start your live session here to record, but I don't want that. I want to show you the pre-made ones that you can download or record on any other device and bring it here. So here we have our like a face here. By default, this is the face that is given to you. And if you will notice that there are few options here, I don't want to go into details because usually I don't use them all here. Okay. What I use here is this option here. Now, if you will notice, this is the track root path where the track is coming from. And what is the track? It's an audio file. So there are a couple of different audio files here. So if I will play this audio file, so you will see how it will react to the file. Okay. So basically, let's play again.
The beige hue on the waters of the loch impressed all, including the French queen, before she heard that symphony again, just as young Arthur wanted.
Okay. Now, he have spoken this audio, which is given to it. There are plenty of different options here. Like suppose this one is the neutral one. If I will go to the pain one, okay, he will talk in a way that he is in a pain. Let's play.
The beige hue on the waters of the loch impressed all, including the French queen.
Now, audio itself looks like he is in a pain, but his expression doesn't look like he is in a pain. So what we can do here is that there are different options here. You will see there is emotions, and right now we are in an emotion which is neutral. So his facial expressions are neutral. We can increase the pain from here. So you can see now he is in a more pain, and I will reduce the neutral here. Now if I will play.
The beige hue on the waters of the loch impressed all, including the French queen. before she heard that symphony again, just as young Arthur wanted.
Okay. But one more thing we can do here is that we can go down here and there is an option here called generate emotion keyframe. This will automatically generate emotions. So if I will press here, it will make keyframes. You can also make keyframes manually, like suppose in the beginning, I want him to be neutral. At this stage, I want him to be neutral. I will make a keyframe. Then I will go a little bit forward. From here, he will start going in a pane. I will make another keyframe. And if I will go a little bit more forward here, I will reduce the neutral a lot. Okay. And he will be more in a pane. So now you can see that if I will play from here, you can see how these values are changing.
The beige hue on the waters of the loch impressed all, including the French queen, before she heard that symphony again.
Okay, but I don't want that. So I will delete all these. And what I will do here is that I will just go in the beginning of this, go down here and generate emotion keyframes. I can turn this on. And if as soon I will do that, it will generate automatic emotions for my dialogue. Now it is done. You can see different sort of keyframes are made here. So if I will go up here and play this again.
The beige hue on the waters of the loch impressed all, including the French queen, before she heard that symphony again, just as young Arthur wanted.
So you can see when I was playing, these all were actually animating. And you can see that they are being and like a kind of controlled through the keyframes. So the keyframes are doing the good job. One more thing we can do here is that we can turn on the auto generate on track change. So what it will do is that if I will turn this on and whenever I will go here and change the audio here, like suppose if I will go and choose angry, okay, the anger one. So it will change automatically to the anger. Okay, so I don't have to press this button again. So now he will be more angry.
The beige hue on the waters of the loch impressed all, including the French queen, before she heard that symphony again.
Okay, so this is how it will be done. Now, let's do one thing here. Okay, by the way, the other options here, pre-processing, post-processing, I usually don't change this. These are very minute sort of minutiae sort of details. Okay, so if you want to change the eye strengths, you don't want the eye to blink a lot or other stuff, so you can do from here like tongue, eyes, lower denture, and all those things. I usually don't change those. So what I will do here is that I will uncheck this one, delete all this, press OK. And instead of this audio, which is given to us by default, I will choose my own. So I will click it here on this file option, and I will search for the one that I have. So now I'm inside the folder where I downloaded the file, and here I have the dialogue from the movie 300, just the famous dialogue, the Sparta. I will select this one. Okay. And now if I will play, let's do one thing. Let's select delete all these back to normal. Okay. And make it 100% neutral. And now if I will play this.
Bring the crowns and heads of conquered kings to my city steps. You insult my queen. You threaten my people with slavery and death. Oh, I've chosen my words carefully, Persian. Perhaps you should have done the same. This is Sparta!
Now, he have no expressions. He have no feelings because I'm in a neutral mode and nothing of the emotions are working on. So what I will do here is that I will just go here and press this generate emotion keyframes here. And as soon as I will do that, now I have all these emotions generated. So I will go in the beginning, and now let's see how he speaks.
Bring the crowns and heads of conquered kings to my city steps. You insult my queen. You threaten my people with slavery and death. Oh, I've chosen my words carefully, Persian. Perhaps you should have done the same. This is Sparta!
Now, the last one, the ending, I didn't like this one where he says this is Sparta. So what I will do here is that at this stage, I will delete these. Okay. So I will just select, I will just go through these. I will move or remove this, minus, go to the next one, minus, go to the next one, minus. And he says this is part of from here. So I will just go at this stage and make him more angry. Okay. A little bit disgust. Okay. And reduce the neutral, give him a little bit more pain, little out of breath. And then I will press this add key button. Okay. And here I will go back to this. Okay. Reduce this, reduce this, reduce this amazement, and neutral more. Again, plus the and I will make everything go normal. A little bit disgust I can put. A little bit anger. Plus. Now let's see how this sounds, how it looks like.
You bring the crowns and heads of conquered kings to my city steps. You insult my queen. You threaten my people with slavery and death. Oh, I've chosen my words carefully, Persian. Perhaps you should have done the same. This is Sparta!
So kind of looks fine. It could be more better. You just have to work around. Now what you need to do, you have to blend this animation to a blend shape. Now to get the blend shape, what you need to do is that first of all, we have to go to our localhost folder here. You will see that there is a localhost folder. You can double click on this. Inside the localhost, you will see NVIDIA. Go to the NVIDIA. Inside NVIDIA, you will go to the assets. Then inside the assets, we have Audio2Face folder, which is this one. I will go to this Audio2Face. Then there is only one folder, samples. Inside the samples, we have a couple of folders, and the one that we want to go through is basically the blend shape solver. And I will go to the blend shape solver. Blend shape solve, not solver, blend shape solve. And this is the file that is basically our USD file. And this is the blend shape file. So what I will do, I will just drag and drop it here. So as soon as I will do that, it will be right on top of our character. We have to move it aside so we can see what's going on. So I will just go here to the setting. Okay, and here I have add transform, or I click on the add transform. Now I can easily move these more like from here. Okay. So simply you have to click here and drag and it will start moving. Okay. Now I will just move, and by the way, if to navigate, it's same as Unreal Engine, same as Maya, so you don't have to worry about. And if I will go in the beginning,
You bring the crowns and heads of...
you will notice that my blend shape is not following that. So what we need to do to make it follow, we have to go to the Audio2Face data conversion. Once you will go here, you will see there is no solver found right now. We have to create a solver so they follow each other. My input is basically this, okay? And if I click on this shape here, the name of the shape is sea head watertight high. So that means in the input mesh, I have to choose the same. So just if you will go there and you will see the watertight high here. So this is C underscore head watertight high. I will choose this. Now this one is basically the neutral one, okay, which is male base 46 neutral. So I have to choose that. I will, if you will go here, so you will find it here somewhere. Male base 46 neutral. I will choose this. Once you have done choosing these, everything, you will keep it as it is. Playback frame per second, 60 frame per second is there, which will take a lot of time. So I can double click it here and type here 30 frame per second or 20 frame per second is totally up to you, whatever you want to choose. I will choose 30 frame per second. Done. And then I will press this setup blend shape solve. So once I will click on this, it will start the solving process. Okay, and once the solving process is done, you will see we have now a solver. Okay, if I will go back here to Audio2Face and play this.
You bring the crowns and heads of conquered kings to my city steps. You insult my queen. You threaten my people with slavery and death. Oh, I've chosen my words carefully.
Okay, so it's working now. Now I want to export this animation to Unreal Engine. How we can do that? Just go to the Audio2Face here, choose your solve, which is this one, choose the format, and the format we will use is the USD format. I will choose the USD format, and then I will choose export weight. Okay, I will choose export weights, and then it will ask me where you want to save it first. So let's choose the folder first here. So here is my common settings where I have this folder. I will choose the folder I want. Let's choose the folder here. Now this is the same folder where I saved the Sparta wave file. So same folder I will choose. I will press select, and this is the file name. So I will type here file name. So whatever name you want to type, you can type here. I will call here Sparta line. Okay, something like that. Now I will press export weights. Now you will not have that error that I was getting before. So I will just press export button here, and it will start exporting. You can see now it is basically, if I will move this down, you can see how these two are blending into each other. Okay, so we are almost there, and it's going to finish. And done. Now let's go back to Unreal Engine. Let's close this Omniverse. I will go to the content drawer of my Unreal Engine, go to the animation. This is where we have imported everything. I will go to the facial animation here, right click. Now this time I will not go to import. This time I will go to the import facial animation. Now this import facial animation, I got it because I used the connector, the one that I told you before to install on your computer. So I will choose import facial animation. Okay, choose the file that you are looking for. Click on these three dots. Okay, so the one that I have here is in this folder, and I call that Sparta line.usd. I will open this one. Okay, and once this is done, I will choose my skeleton here. Now, skeleton this time, I will not choose the body, I will choose the face. Okay, so I will go to the skeleton and I will choose the face archetype skeleton and press OK. Done. Now, let's do one thing here. Let's go back to the level and create a new level sequence. Right click here, cinematics, level sequence, and I will call this Audio2Face. And I will double click on this and then take my Metahuman, add that to the level sequence. And once this is added, I will remove the Metahuman control rig and face control rig. And then let's zoom in so we can see the face more clearly here. And now in the face, I will go to the plus track. In the plus track, I will go to the animation. And here I have the anim Sparta line. So I will choose this and I will play just to see. Okay, one more thing is that the animation is longer, but my region is small, so I will just make it a little longer here. I will type here 800 to make it a little longer. Okay, and now I will play this. So you can see that he is animating more accurately, better than the live link facial animation, but his head is not moving because we cannot move the head inside the Audio2Face. But we can do one thing here. We can use the facial animation head movement only from our live link. You can record your head animation, only your head animation inside your live link and bring it here, so both you can combine. But the issue will be that it will also record the lip sync and everything. So what we can do, I will take my facial animation, the old one, I will duplicate this. How to duplicate? Just select your file, press Ctrl D on your keyboard, D for duplicate, and then it will duplicate the file, and I will call this file head movement. Okay. Once this is done, okay, I will double click on it. And here you can see that the head is actually moving here a lot. Okay, I think the head, it is moving with the body as well. Let's do one thing here. Let's close this one here. Okay, because this is from the head itself. So what I will do here is that I will just go to my I will take this one, drag it here, okay, somewhere at this stage, and make it a little longer. For the time being, I will remove this facial animation from his face right now. And then I will go to the Metahuman detail and then choose this one from here. Okay, then if I will go at the beginning and play, okay, it should animate. Okay, now it should animate now. Okay, now it's animating. Okay, so now what I will do here is that I will just go to my face, right click, bake animation sequence, because the previous one was baked with the body animation. That's the issue. So I will now bake this without the body animation. So bake animation sequence, and in the animation, I will go to the facial animation and I will type here head underscore movement. Press OK. It will ask you, do you want to replace the existing one? Yeah, I'll say yes. I want to replace the existing one. Export and done. Now I will just remove this. Okay. In the body type, I don't want this use arcade face type anymore. So now if you will see, this is the head movement. Now I can go to the head movement. Okay. And you can see only the head is moving. Kind of looks weird. Okay. Now what I want here is that I don't want the whole head to animate here. Okay. What I want here is that I want this whole animation only, sorry, I don't want the facial animation to work. I only want the head. So what I can do here is that if you will see here, there are a lot of animations going on. If you will go to the last one, okay, you will see here head yaw, head pitch, head roll, and you have also eye animation. So I don't want any one of these. I only want the head roll, pitch, and head yaw. So I will press Control A to select all of it and press Control to only deselect the head yaw, head pitch, head roll, and I will press Delete on my keyboard, and only I have now the head animation. Okay. And what else I can do here is that I can just make this shorter, the time length of it. So I think this is locked. I cannot make it shorter, but okay, that's fine. So let's save this one from here. Let's save this, close it. And now I will go to the face of animation here. Sorry, here, the face animation. I will choose the Sparta line here. Okay. Now he is speaking. And at the same time, I will add another animation by pressing this track button, animation, and head movement. Now, if I will go in the beginning and play, so you can see the head is also moving and he is speaking the same dialogue. Okay. But he stops his head somewhere here. Okay, so what you can do here is that you can just right click here, edit, and we will trim this area. So that means right click here and trim the right, trim section right. So this will remove the whole thing. And I can copy this one by pressing Alt key on your keyboard. You can copy this and put this to the other side like this. And here as well, I will do that and make the last one a little shorter. So his head will now continuously move. So this looks better. Okay, much better than the you can say live link facial animation. So head movement you can record in the live link, and the facial animation, the lip sync, you can record in the Audio2Face. Now, once you are done with this, what we can do is that we can just simply go to the rendering part here. Okay, and I don't want to render the facial animation again, the one that we rendered before. So I will turn this off from here, and I will only render this level sequence. So I will click it here, choose an output directory. Okay, so I will make a new output directory and call this one test render 2. Select this one, press select, accept. Now, first of all, I will go back to the place actors, cine camera actor, drag it here, okay, and change its location, reset the location. I will just go back here, or let's do one thing. Let's move this one. I can delete this camera because I already have this camera here. I will use this camera, okay, add it here, and then I will fix the focal length here. Now everything is fine. So let's save this. And now I will go back to my movie render queue, and I can start render local. And you can see that it will start the render local. It's working fine here. So once this is done, we will go to the Adobe Premiere. Okay, now what we can do is that we can go to the Adobe Premiere. Let's close this one. Let's go to the Premiere here. Double click on this area so that we can import, or you can go simply here, file, import. It's totally up to you how you want to import. I am assuming you already know how to work with Adobe Premiere. Otherwise, you can go to my Adobe Premiere courses playlist, and you can watch my whole tutorial. Now I'll go to the test render 2. Select the first file, image sequence, and press open. I will right click it here, and then I will make a new sequence from clip, and then I will go import again the audio file, the dialogue that I want to use. I will go back here, and then I think this is the dialogue I have. I will open it up. Let's see if this dialogue actually suits there, because sometimes you have to, move back and forth.
You bring the crowns and heads of conquered kings to my city steps. You insult my queen. You threaten my people with slavery and death. Oh, I've chosen my words carefully, Persian. Perhaps you should have done the same. This is Sparta!
Okay. So don't worry about the jittering, because that is happening. I'm just playing from here, and you can see there is a yellow line. That means it's caching out. So actually, once you will render, it will be fine. So I hope it's clear by now for you how you can use Audio2Face to render inside Unreal Engine, and how to combine it with the the head animation from the live link. Also, what you can do is that you can go to the body type here, body, animation here, go to the body, plus track animation in the body, and you can choose here walking. Okay, so you can choose the walk option here, and if I will zoom it a little bit out here, and if I will play, you can see that he's walk, and while he's walking, he is talking. Okay, but the walking is too slow. If I will make it looped, so he will keep on going back. So, but you can see that he's talking as well, and he's moving his facial, he's his face is also animating at the same time, and body is also animating at the same time. So everything is animating. So this is how you can work with the Audio2Face combined with different animation and stuff. Now, if you're using 2023.2.0 version, which is a newer version, and this is the newest version at the time of this video. So you will see here you have AI models. Now here I have AI models. I can choose any one of these models, Mark or Clear. And whatever model I want to choose, I will just select them. I will choose the network version. I will choose the version 2, which is the latest version. And audio player, I can choose either streaming if I'm doing streaming or regular if I'm not doing streaming. And then I will just press the get started. And here it will give me a warning that a new scene will be open. Any unsaved progress will be lost. Would you like to proceed? I will say yes. And then you will see that it will start generating the model. Now, once the model is generated, it will be completely loaded, and then you can go to Audio2Face tool. Now here, few things are changed. You will see here there are different emotions options are changed a little bit. Auto emotion you have generate emotion keyframes. Little bit like interface is changed, rest of everything is same. Now here you will see some examples. Now if you want, you can use these examples, but the way we want to use it is just like what we did in the previous one. We will use it with the content. And in the content, you can go to the local host. Also, if you will play this, you will notice that the quality is now much more better.
The beige hue on the waters of the loch impressed all, including...
So now, to get the content, what you need to do, you will see here, there are a few examples. If you want, you can use these examples, but we will just go to the content here, and then rest is same. You can just go to the NVIDIA, and you can go to your like samples or like assets folder, whatever you want to access. For example, I can go to the assets here, and the assets I will go to the Audio2Face. In Audio2Face, I will go to sample 2023, which is the latest version here. Here I will go to blend shape solve, and in the blend shape face solve, you will see now other than Mark, you have some other blend shapes also, but we will use the Mark here. Okay, so I can just drag it here or here. Okay. As once you are done, you will get Mark here. Okay, and then we can add transformation here, and we can move Mark wherever we want. And the rest of the process is same as you have seen before. But you have to make sure that you have already the connector installed. So you can go to the NVIDIA Omniverse. Here you can go to the Exchange, then connectors, and then you can choose the version of Unreal Engine that you're using. I'm using 5.3.2, so I will choose the 5.3. And then after that, I have already installed it, so it's not showing me the installed option. So you can go here and you can download and install it. And to import it inside Unreal Engine, you just have to go to the Unreal Engine, choose any folder, right click here. This time you will choose import USD animation. Once you click on the USD animation, then you have to choose the input file. I was working on it before, so I have this file already here, but you just have to simply go here. Okay, choose whatever file you want. Okay, press open. After that, you have to choose the skeleton. So I will choose my skeleton, which is the face archetype skeleton, because usually you have to put this on the face. So you will choose this. Okay. And once it is done, you can go to animation source. Now, animation source here is not the USD animation. It should be Audio2Face Metahuman curves. And you will choose this one, and then you will press OK. And you will have your animation here, and rest is the same process that we have covered so far. So I hope this class is clear with you. In the next class, we'll see how we can combine different body animation and how to control those. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please do it now, and don't forget to hit the bell icon. By the way, I have noticed that many of you are watching my videos without subscribing. So let's change that. Subscribe to my channel and be the part of the interactive community. Now, here's something really important I want to talk about. Please do not download my videos. Just watch them online. When you download them, it messes up my watch time hours. And that's a bummer. I want to keep creating awesome videos, but it's demotivating when I lose out on those stats. Thanks a bunch for your support. You guys rock. Catch you all in the next video.